than an insect. Yes, let's rise to the top like a bench press. Lift and extend like a drift in the wind, cause it exists within. So pot floating above the rim like Jordan. Soaring over the heads, we stay scoring, ignoring any limitations they putting on us. Dormant, daydreaming, leaving the Earth's orbit. The sky ain't the limit, we rarely in search for it. So lend me your ears, make sure you're listening clear. Freedom exists in the air, that's why I'm taking you there. Who cares? You scared of the heights, bungee jumping with my cords, using my life force like yours, and ride through the stars as we rise through the bars. Black astronauts, man, we tryna go far.
And welcome to the Black Astronauts Rune podcast. This is a podcast where we talk about the most nerdiest of the nerdy things. We kick people off the show who are not nerdy. So with that being said, Teddy, what you been up to?
What's up, nerds? I'm just in my varsity Letterman jacket, slumming it up with you guys for the night.
Beat it.
Aaron had a varsity Letterman jacket, nigga. Don't try.
I absolutely had a varsity jacket.
Me too. Promotion, man. Ready to get into it, and got some thoughts. Let's get it going. Teddy _D_ at Twitter.
No doubt. What up with you, Ceewhy?
Man, I'm living. Finally back in Minneapolis after a crazy trip on the way up here. I'll save that for a regular podcast and break that down because it was almost died like 3 times. I got pulled over like 3 times. I spent every single dime that I had to get here. It was crazy.
Nigga, we might
have for Kentucky. I apologize.
Right.
Nah, Kentucky was good. Kentucky was good money, except for that motherfucker who stole my will. But you know, it is what it is.
I can't. You know what? There's so many follow-up questions I got, but all right.
I know.
We'll wait.
Right. Yeah. Right. Please do. You're gonna have to like put me at the beginning of the show or the end of the show to tell the story.
Oh no, you getting a good 20 minutes. You get
it's straight Charlie Murphy material.
Yeah, like, it's true Hollywood story. But we're gonna get into this Batman versus.
But no, everything is good. Everything is lovely. Here, the weather's actually nice. So you know, I'm went and seen Superman versus Batman on what, Friday or Saturday? Had a good time.
Felt like we saw it the same day.
Yeah, we did. So what day did you go? Saturday?
I went Friday.
Okay, so yeah, I went a little bit earlier than you did. Have some complaints, but mostly overall I'm pretty good with it. All caught up on Daredevil, so I'm just amped about this show so we can get this popping.
No doubt. What about you, Ray?
Hey guys.
What up?
Let's see.
And for those who don't know, Ray, go ahead and introduce yourself. For the people that don't know about the other shows that we have on the network that only listen to Ray.
Guys, y'all my cousins now because y'all know my name. My name is Ray. I'm on Houston We Have a Problem podcast, which comes on right here at the Black Astronauts Podcast Network with my 2 friends, Crystal and Lloyd.
No doubt.
That's right, 1 of 3 now. That's what's up.
Yeah. I guess I'm the official nerd in training Googler.
Yes,
I was about to say Google.
Yeah, you're Google.
Yeah. The official fact checker of the Rune podcast. How about that? So what about you, Fig Blurman? What's good?
I don't have much to say yet. I want to play this real quick.
Well, say something while I pull something up. No, you're not pulling that up because it's.
Come on.
It sounds terrible. If you had your mixer, it sounds terrible, dog.
So I started the new JO, which has been an interesting experience.
Nice.
And I'll get into that on the podcast, on a regular podcast. Just kind of the relief of the pressure is weird. I think I actually talked about it. Me and the wife were also on the Why Not podcast. Was that this week or last week?
This week, man. Coming out beginning of next week.
Cool.
Yo, shout out to AJ, man. Great.
Shout out to AJ.
Can't believe that she's with him, right? Crazy, right?
Oh, yo,
insane.
I'll save it for a real show.
Every single time I talk.
It's all right. You know, you can envy. So, anyway, also some interesting things possibly popping off with this producer.
Easy. Let's not mention too much about that yet. Let's not mention too much about that yet. Just in case, because you never know.
That's true. Because if it turns out to be some crazy Bernie Sanders prank.
Yeah,
like that's the thing. For some reason, that's the main thing that pops in the back of my head when I look at who he tagged. I'm like, is this a Bernie Sanders prank?
Yeah, yeah. That's and not even that, but you just, you never want to put all your cards on the table at one time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm throwing the whole deck if this shit happens.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, look at all this shit. Anyway, speaking of throwing the whole deck, let's talk about this movie.
My name's Aaron B, aka Ashley3 Classy. You can find the Rune podcast, Black Astronauts Podcast, at gmail.com. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or Stitcher. We'll definitely read it on the show. We'll do that tomorrow. If you do have an email concerning the Rune podcast, just put Rune and then whatever you want to say, and we'll make sure we read it on this show whenever we get a chance to. So, Feek, if you could go into this review, we're going to be reviewing today Batman versus Superman. Sir, if you could read off the synopsis.
So, Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice, rated PG-13, came out, last Wednesday. Here is the IMDb synopsis. Fearing the actions of Superman are left unchecked, Batman takes on the Man of Steel while the world wrestles with what kind of hero it really needs. Directed by Zack Snyder, starring Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, it's Henry Cavill.
Amy Adams, and Jesse Eisenberg. That's about it.
What's the runtime?
Shit, man.
It's
2 hours and 30 minutes, probably.
Yeah, it was a long ass movie.
It's sitting right there in front of you, like literally, like 4 lines.
It was until I clicked away because I was trying to figure out Jesse Eisenberg's name.
Oh God. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go around the room, and then at the very end, we're gonna give our ratings for the movie as well. 1 through 5 is our rating system, and let's just go with one thing each one of us loved. Just one. We'll do it that way before we get into the arguments and things like that. So let's at least start off on a positive and say one thing that we all loved. I'll start with you, Feek, since I know you have the least amount of things that you liked about it.
There's a lot of things I liked about this movie. They're just we'll get to that part.
Yeah.
I guess my favorite moment of the movie is kind of a tie between watching Batman beat Superman over the head with a sink, because that was just so fucking surreal,
and brutal,
and it just kind of was dope, but also like silly, but in a cool way. And then, of course, Wonder Woman's debut in the action scene, when she comes out with the bracelets cocked, and the techno starts playing and shit. It's like, oh shit. Let's say like Mortal Kombat. It's like Mortal Kombat started, and if there would have been Mortal Kombat right there, I'd have been like, you know what, I fucks with it because it's set up so well. So yeah, there you go. That's me.
Next up, Teddy, what you like about it?
Surprisingly, I would go with Ben Affleck.
Yeah,
like I had my hesitations coming into it, especially, and for the record, I may be one of the few that didn't mind him in Daredevil, because I didn't think the production really matched to go around his acting and that, but another story. But,
so funny thing about that. I will agree. I will say that Ben Affleck was not what was wrong with Daredevil. Just throwing that out.
No, absolutely. Just like what's the name wasn't wrong. What was wrong with Green Lantern?
Ryan Reynolds. Oh hell yeah,
Ryan Reynolds. No, that wasn't his fault.
Yeah. So
now Catwoman, that was all Hollywood.
yo, you should have known though. Like the fact that it was the week of and we hadn't seen any clips of the movie, and then they just had somebody say awesome movie, and then you look at the small print, it was like Bob from Iowa. Like, come on, like somebody knows what's up. But no, I thought Affleck did a really good job, and they're setting it up for him to be in a lot more movies here from probably at least 2 or 3. I don't know what his deal is, but
I think he's got like eight, or he's signed to like eight appearances or 11.
He's got an 8-picture deal, but it's for 6 movies, and then there are 2 appearances. Suicide Squad. Yeah. I don't know if Suicide Squad counts as an appearance or the movie, but he's in Suicide Squad.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
But yeah, what about you, Ceewhy? What did you like about it?
The thing that I like most about it, and I guess nobody be surprised by this, was just Batman. There's just a lot of Batman going on, and I appreciated it. Like, there's just a lot of investigating and ass whooping and brooding and just not apologizing for shit and punching Superman in the face. Like, Batman got busy. Ben Affleck got busy this time around. So, yeah, Bruce Wayne Blackman. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, aside from a major flaw, that was the most Batman-ass Batman we've ever gotten on TV.
Pretty much. And the most Bruce Wayne-ass Bruce Wayne we've gotten, too.
So good, except for that thing that we're going to get to.
Yeah, we'll get to that thing. But yeah, it's just everything about Ben Affleck's performance. I was pretty much about it, except for a couple things. But for the most part, I can kind of let those go, kind of.
And what about you, Ray?
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say I was Team Batman too. This whole movie, I definitely appreciated the fuck this aspect in Batman.
Mm-hmm.
You're just fucking shit up, killing people. You know, I think that's how I would be if I was Batman. Just kill them.
So I will have to say, along with Batman, I'll have to say Alfred was the best Alfred we've ever seen as well.
Yeah. Didn't have a lot of shine, but he was good.
Yeah, he was really good, which makes me very excited for the Batman, which is the Ben Affleck. He's already on board to direct and write the Batman. So, yeah, he's going to be all in that, and I'm okay with that. So let's do it.
Alfred, Alfred didn't move me either way. I don't want them to replace him, but I'm not. He didn't really do much for me in the movie. He was just kind of there because he had to be. It felt like.
I felt like
I think by the time. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, I just feel like Alfred was snarky and intelligent. Like they showed that he was not like he was more of a partner to Bruce, which is like if you even think about to the animated series or actually in the comics. Like I felt like that Snyder was channeling the animated series.
When he grabbed the controller, of the plane from Batman, I was like, okay, Alfred,
yeah. I mean, Alfred has always been Batman's sidekick. I mean, people come and go, but Alfred's always a constant.
Right. So, so we got the one out the way, and now it's going to be a free for all. So, outspeak will
Batman kills like 20 people.
Yeah, I was going to save it to the end, dog. Let's just
gotta start there because all right. Because so first off, sorry for you, Raven, and I'm gonna chalk that up to you not being a comic fan.
No, it's because I'm a bitch. That's all that is.
Oh, wow.
You said it, I didn't. But Ceewhy, you're not cool with this, right? You can't be cool with Batman voting.
Okay, so this is where it gets complicated for me because this is what I always kind of I'm not cool with it.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm not cool with it because of the character, but if they're going to continue to evolve this character in this way, if this is what Batman is going to do from now on in these movies, and if this is what his character is about, like, hey, if you get in the way, you get in the way, and you're a bad guy and you die, you die. Like, if he's Dolph Lundgren, or what was my man off of Rocky? If he dies, he dies. Yeah. If that's who Ben Affleck's Batman is gonna be, then I'm with it because it kind of matches the character of this Batman, where he's like, look, I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm getting older. I'm gonna just get real strong, and when I get my fucking hands on you, it's over. Like, that's the Batman that we got. We didn't get the, I'm just learning how to do this Batman. We got the Batman that's been being Batman for at least a couple decades now. And like I said, he's older, he's stronger. All of this shit is on purpose. So if they're gonna continue to go in that direction, I'm with it. But if not, then I got a problem with it.
See, here's the problem with. So I don't think they're gonna continue to go in that direction. I don't think they can.
Yeah, they can't. They can't, dog.
Yeah, they're gonna ruin like 7 different stories. Like, if Batman runs into if the next Batman is Batman in the Red Hood, what's the fucking conflict between them now? If the next story is Batman and Damian Wayne, what's the conflict? You see what I'm saying?
Well, then you don't make it those ones.
Then we getting the old Batmans we ain't seen already. Then we getting the Riddler.
Not necessarily. I keep saying we're getting the Riddler. We could get the Riddler. We could get the Mad Hatter. We could get Clayface. We could get Croc. We could get the Court of Owls, which is what I've always wanted. We could get a ton of other shit.
So all those other ones, I just doubt it. Maybe the Riddler, but I generally doubt it. We can't do Listen. The Court of Owls cannot be done without the central conflict of the fact that Batman is not willing to take life. That low key ruins his character.
Yeah,
that ruins his.
No, it doesn't. Not for the Court of Owls. You obviously have not read the Court of Owls, because every talent that is in the Court of Owls isn't actually a person, and the majority of Court of Owls is investigative work. That's 80 to 90% of the comic itself. So you can definitely do a Court of Owls and still have this Batman.
I'll take your word for it. Go ahead, Aaron.
The likelihood, and this is the thing, I won't go into what stories they can or cannot do. My factor is this, and it's always been Ceewhy, and it's been this since the very beginning. And you didn't had this fight. You know this conversation I'm about to have. I haven't had it with everybody else. It changes the core tenets of the character, and it fundamentally changes how you view the character. Just like when on Batman, spoilers for any comic book properties, we're going to be talking about openly about everything. Everything. Spoilers for the Batman TV show, Alfred slaps the shit out of Selena Kyle. That is a different Alfred. That is a core change to his character.
After she did what?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
After she did what? No, it does. It does. After she did what?
That only matters in real life.
No. It matters. After she did what? What did she do?
No, it does. This is the thing.
I need y'all to at least
Can you
answer.
tell me what she
please.
did?
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Right. She killed Alfred's best friend, who had been kind of turned by life, and he wasn't evil. He was just a nigga that was in fuck it mode and doing whatever he had to do. And she killed him, and he found out, and all he did was slap the shit out of her. And she's like 18 or like 16.
She's like 16.
And he felt bad for her, but immediately when he found out, he slapped the shit out of her. So okay, yeah.
But the same
after killing your best friend.
So the same thing goes for Batman. The reason the Batman is as strong and his characters are as strong is because he's crazy enough to not kill his characters, and the psychosis it takes to get behind that to say, hey man, I know that you're going to get back out and kill all these people. I'm crazy enough, and I feel like I'm above you, and I'm not going to change. I'm not going to kill you. I'm just going to keep capturing you over and over and over. That's core to Batman. He's insane. Go ahead.
It really fucks up the whole universe, because now why is the Joker still alive?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Half these niggas still alive. If Suicide Squad a prequel to Man of Steel?
Yeah,
because otherwise these niggas got to be dead.
They gotta be. Like that's the thing.
He killed niggas with, and that was the other thing. If they'd have played it like when he killed dudes at the end with the flamethrower, that was that was the least painful one to me, because at least that was played as a real me or you.
Yeah.
He incapacitated the niggas in the car, then dragged that motherfucker into buildings, and then used it to crash on top of, like, he was really taking niggas out. Like, really, I blame more than anything Snyder and the writing team, because they care more about spectacle action scenes.
Yeah.
And staying true to the character. Because it's not hard to not make Batman kill anybody. Like, the last scene proves that with him in the warehouse.
So as the residential non-nerd, let me ask you guys some follow-up questions. You're saying a big problem that you have with the movie is that they didn't pay proper homage to the character that Batman has shown throughout the whole comic book series?
Yeah, like
that's an oversimplification, but yes.
But yeah.
Essentially. And that means, so let me put it like, give me like that would be like if they did a Tupac movie and Tupac was like only was gonna fuck with white bitches in the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
We're CJ was here right now.
It's like if Tony Jaa did a Shakespearean play. Like if it actually
let him live, CY.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get it out. I'm passionate about this shit because I'm so disappointed in it. Yeah, man, like it's like this. Superman killed somebody, right? And we'll get into this.
And they didn't even discuss it, really.
Oh, are you serious? That's all they fucking talked about in this movie. That's another issue I have with this. That's all. They overcompensated so much. They in that last.
No, I'm saying directly. Like I was looking for a scene where Batman will walk up to Superman and be like, "Dude, you broke somebody's you killed somebody."
How could he though?
Yeah,
like, that's why that part's missing. Because who is he to say that shit?
But see, okay, this is my thing. So I'm not of course, I would rather have Batman stay the way that he is, and I'm not arguing because when he was killing motherfuckers, I'm looking over at my boy Suave and looking over at EV. Like, are you kidding me? But this is the thing.
Hold on. When he pulled out the guns in the dream sequence, and he's like warning niggas,
going
like,
ham.
I'm like, what the fuck am I watching?
Yeah, I don't. And then all the bugs start flying in.
I gave it a pass because it was a dream sequence.
It was a dream sequence.
That's part of another set of problems. I gave it a pass for Batman. I was like, okay, maybe like a whole. It's clearly dark sides there. Shit doesn't change.
Hold on,
but this is my thing, and I'll be real quick with it. No, it's cool, and this is why I be getting frustrated with both you and Aaron, both you and A, whatever. Is like, okay, we like other universes where people do other shit and they're other characters. We like it when Carnage is a good guy, and like we like that flip. I mean, we watch Legends of Tomorrow and The Flash, and everybody's flip flopping all over the goddamn place. And when it comes to Gotham, I just see them telling it a little bit different. When it comes to this, I see them. I feel like they didn't pay attention. I feel like somebody wasn't in the room that was a for real Batman fan and was like, hey, Batman usually doesn't off people on purpose. And
the thing that kills me, this is the only thing that makes me outright angry.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is gonna sound bad, but it's kind of like retarding all the progress that has been made in comic book movies to pay. Like, usually when there's a change, like take the Mandarin in Iron Man, for instance. That was changed because that low-key had to be changed. That was essentially a racist-ass character.
Yeah, that's like blackface the character.
Right.
I didn't know that.
Right. So you had to change that. There's no...
Well, hold on. Explain why is that blackface the character?
Because he was basically he was yellow face.
Yeah, he was yellow face.
You know what I'm saying? It was a
stereotypical
caught up during the Korean War.
Yeah.
So whenever I complain about Ra's al Ghul being white to y'all always tell me to brush it underneath the carpet.
Because
then Bane being white and British and not 6 foot and Mexican and a luchador, so how are we picking this one up?
Here's what I'll say to that.
Anyway, that's not even a movie we talk
about. Slow played that. That was good.
No, don't skip. I can answer that shit.
Yeah,
no.
I got answers too, but we'll skip it
because we gotta.
Me and you will hash that out. We'll hash that out.
So much more to get into. But the bottom line is, so Zack Snyder tweeted out or something in an interview. He basically said, and here's I'm paraphrasing, but this shit, it's hard for me to even say this shit. It's so fucking angry. He said in the first couple of Batman movies, Batman killed people, and nobody said nothing then. And I'm like, nigga, that's pre-Avengers, nigga. This shit done changed. You can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even in those movies, he
didn't actively. No, he said it, but he didn't actively kill people. Like, he didn't actively put the yappa to his head and say, "Get down." Like he
all over his brains.
But this is the thing. We're dominating the conversation, and we do have two relatively non-nerdy people. And they have points as well. Do you have anything good or bad that you would like to say about the movie? Let's start with you, Teddy.
Man, the worst part by far was Lex Luthor.
Really?
I thought he was horrible. And the thing about it is, admittedly, I don't think he's a great actor as is because he plays the same character every time. Yeah. So it's like watching Social Network with Batman and Superman, but he is. I think, to me, he was exposed in the scenes where he had a moment just by himself. The whole redcoats are coming. We saw that in the trailer. It looked dope because I didn't know what was coming after or before. But in the movie,
yeah, that scene right there was real anticlimactic. I thought shit was gonna happen when he said the redcoats were coming.
And then I just in the whole scene where he's trying to be intimidating to the senator from Kentucky, by the way, for the record, that'll never happen. A powerful Democrat senator from Kentucky. Side note, but that scene where he was trying to intimidate her, I'm like, come on, B, you would get smacked up. Get out of here. But he was the worst by far to me.
What about you, Ray? No, we'll come back around for you.
Pause. Sorry.
Because a lot of this, I don't know, because I'm listening to all of this now, and this is all real deep. And I just kind of sat and watched and was like, okay, because I don't think I know much about this particular universe that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I'm just like, oh, this is nice.
Okay, well, and that's
it was like I didn't feel blown away by the movie like I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought I was gonna go out and like, oh shit. I just kind of left like, oh, okay, well.
And have you been that way for?
In IMAX.
Have you been that way for any other comic book movie? Like where you come out like, oh my god.
The first time I saw Avengers, I think that was when I was like, oh shit, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is because I like Robert Downey Jr., but like Iron Man, the first movie I like.
Okay.
So there's been one or two times where movies where I went to go see them and I'm just like, and it actually made me go back and pay the extra money to see it in IMAX good. Like this one, I don't think I would go see it again in IMAX, and I'm glad I didn't pay to go see it in IMAX.
You know, I feel the same way about this one as I do about all reboots, is that this is all set up. So this is basically the first year of Arrow or Flash or Gotham. Like, this is for people who are into Batman, but not really. Batman, Superman, Lex, everybody, but not really. So they're setting all that shit up. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, you stole that point from me because that's perfectly said. Because I listened to you guys, believe it or not, and you've gone on long explanations about this world, this new Batman, what we're going to be looking at. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But that's not the Batman that I've known because I didn't read the comic books. I was an X-Men guy. And I just, to me, I also like, can I just say before anybody, takes a dump on it, I like the setup for the whole, my man from Game of Thrones, that
Justice
was
Aquaman.
Yeah. Like, I thought that was the dopest one. Cyborg was all right, but I thought that was a cool little intro. I know a lot of people had problems with that, but one thing that I want to gently remind you guys is that it's hard to make a movie like this because you have to satisfy guys like you and then people like Raven and I. To whereas we don't know the backstory and the nuances per se. What I came away from the movie saying is like that was a cool time. Like that was good. That was really good. But wasn't life changing. It's kind of like the conversation we had about Avatar. Like, it's cool. Like very, very dope. It was worth my money.
They could have done a better. So my frustration is because I said this before. DC has arguably a much better universe to present. But Marvel.
They hate their fucking universe. They hate it. They hate their characters, dog.
It's frustrating because, so this is number one. I blame the studio because the biggest problems with the movie because if Batman doesn't kill people, it's still a bad movie. Batman killing people just offended me, low key. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it was a bad movie.
It was a god awful movie. Like as a movie, it was way worse than a comic book movie.
Man of Steel is a better movie. I was more entertained by this because of what was happening. Because as a comic fan, I was more entertained by this. But Man of Steel was a much better movie than this. Yeah, this is a bad movie.
Because Man of Steel had a co-writer.
It had a plot.
Yeah,
it had a good editing. It had establishing shots. Like the first, I listened to a couple of reviews since I've seen it, and I heard a couple things that I thought were real significant to like explaining what was messed up about like the first hour to 45 minutes. It feels like a Game of Thrones episode because they don't have any establishing shots. It just skips from scene to scene and leaves you feeling confused and dizzy. It's not until the scene where they blow up the Capitol that they finally are like,
slow down.
We can slow down now. Yeah. We got through all that shit that we felt like we needed to get through. And then two, they tried to tell, it's really like 3 or 4 movies in one movie, which is what made it so fucked up. Like when did Clark Kent and when did Lois Lane, like what happened to Lois Lane's realization that Clark Kent is Superman? Like I know she low-key knew in the first one, but that's kind of fucking important.
I think they say at the end of Man of Steel, didn't they say something about that?
Yeah, no, she knew, from what I understand, because I had to have somebody school me because I just didn't remember it happening in Man of Steel, which shows you their disregard for the content, for the what's the word I'm looking for? For the source material.
Yeah.
Superman hiding his identity from Lois Lane and being in love with Lois Lane why Lois Lane is in love with Superman, but cold to Clark Kent, is one of the key ingredients to his stories.
Shout out to Daredevil.
They just right, and they just kind of like fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Which I get to an extent, but that's missed opportunity. So we got.
Well, I'm saying you can't. I mean, like if you're gonna get it, then just get it. Like, how can you get it and then complain about it because they didn't do it the other way? If you understand it.
I listened to Rune 3, and it's because of the analogy I made before. It's like getting head from an ugly chick is not all that great head. It's still head. So what you gonna do? You gonna say stop? No, but you're gonna be thinking to yourself, this could have been better.
Now, see, I liken this movie as getting ahead from a chick that I know will get better.
You know what?
Okay,
so it's like if I tell her to stop now, if I ask her to stop now, she'll probably never do it again. I understand you're giving it your best effort. This is a lot of setup. You're trying to show me exactly who you are, so you're doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the lip ring in and the tongue ring in and the bottom lip ring. Like you got it all. You're doing a lot. I appreciate the enthusiasm. But I also know that you feel like you got to catch up because you kind of do. Because Marvel is way ahead of you.
But see,
you just trapped yourself, though. You just trapped yourself. Guess what you're not going to tell her? You're not going to tell her, baby, that was good. You're not going to do that. And if you tell her, you would. Like, no,
yes, you would.
But if you wanted to do it again,
yes, you would.
Yeah, Feek. Hey, Feek. Hey,
you just ain't been in that situation.
Hey,
you've been out the game for a while.
Yeah, dog. I was about to say, dog. I can't get with you on that one, baby. I cannot.
No, baby, you did. It's baby, you did a great job. And then the next time, before it get ready to happen, you just turn on the point and be like, "Ooh, look at that." I would love to receive that. You see that?
But
we kidnap Zack Snyder and show him.
No, fuck that. Keep him away from my Deadpool. Anyway, I also want to say look, as much as I am disappointed in the movie, I still enjoyed the movie. Like, let's not get it twisted.
That's why I say it's not a bad movie.
No. It's still a bad movie to me.
Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's do this thing that we always have to do because nerds go overboard. Give me a rating scale. Is bad second from the worst? Is bad a B? Like, what are you expecting? You know, bad compared to what? What can you compare it to that's out? That's bad too.
If we have to do other comic book movies,
sure.
and let's just say Man of Steel because that's the only one left in the DC continuity besides this one. It's way worse.
I feel like Man of Steel is better than this, but I don't feel like it's too much better than this.
But man, so no, because can I? I got it for you. Let's just list, and I already did this. Let me find this shit. I told y'all niggas I wrote notes.
This nigga, whenever he wants to,
because he's extra on point whenever he wants to be right.
I wasn't gonna say nothing.
He doesn't want to be right. He can't. He can't look at the doc or nothing.
I'll admit
Feek was working.
This
hard
really
promoting.
No,
he was promoting.
No, don't put.
I did promote the fuck out of it.
No, don't put Feek out there like that. Feek signed up for auto tweets a while back for me. He don't even know when that shit come out.
Oh,
right.
Trying to get that nigga no credit.
Don't even do that. Just because he wanted to be heard and he thinks he's gonna be right. That's the only reason.
I've been on Facebook, freaking promoting the fuck out this motherfucker. Because I've been waiting to go in because this shit just really annoyed. So let me get to my point though. So I can't find the fucking thing I put, but I'm gonna just name some movies and you tell me if Batman is better than this movie. Deadpool, Avengers 2. Let's start with them three. Is this movie better than that? Those three.
No.
The only one that's up for debate for me is Avengers 2.
And I can't see. Cool. See why?
You said which ones? You said not better than Deadpool. Ain't much out that's better than Deadpool.
Nah.
Avengers 1 and 2.
You said Avengers 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much out that you can put above those two either in my book.
All right,
those three right there are about as good as it's gonna get. Maybe you can add a couple more, but we've had a lot of really good, like great, perfect to almost movies.
Captain America: Winter Soldier, I put up.
Oh, okay. It's not. I'd say it's about. It's better than the first one. I'd say I enjoy it just as I'll probably enjoy it on the replay just as much as I did Winter Soldier.
Whoa, Winter Soldier, or you mean First Avenger? You mean First Avenger?
You mean Last Avenger?
Nope, the first Captain America movie was terrible.
That's
It
whoa,
was
whoa.
horrible. It shouldn't even have happened.
I think that's comparable.
Oh.
First Captain America movie was terrible, bro. It was horrible. I'm saying for me, because there was so much Batman in this movie, and I know what they're doing. Just like Aaron be like, calm down. I know what they're doing. Y'all just wait.
Yeah.
I'm on the same thing right now. Calm down. I know what they're doing. Just wait. The second movie's going to be way better. But they had a lot of setup. They got a lot of catching up to do. Obviously, there was a lot crammed into this movie.
Dog,
obviously.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Feek, first of all, whatever movie you say, it's not going to matter because the point that you're trying to make is going to be null and void because Ceewhy did enjoy it, so it's not going to be like there's not going to be a good scale. It's not going to be a good scale.
Like I enjoyed it, but I know the flaws.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I know the obvious flaws, but I'm saying like I understand all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it.
I was just trying to operationalize "quote unquote" bad movie because my thing is if we consider this it's like the first argument was that this is a 7 or 8 out of 10. And so my thing is, to me, a 7 out of 10 is the first Captain America. Or
no, hell no. That's a 5.
Let me finish. Or 7 out of 10 might be even Avengers 2 or Ant-Man. This is not better than Ant-Man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
And Ant-Man had a lot.
Is this better than Ant-Man?
And I don't. So I'm just saying, even if it's close,
You ain't gonna agree with me. You're probably gonna jump out your socks, but I would watch this over Ant-Man.
So let me
just strictly off the action scenes. Period. I'd watch this over Ant-Man.
I mean, you gotta wait 2.5 hours to get to him.
I'll have it on Blu-ray and can just fast forward it. There really ain't nothing in Ant-Man. Like there's a bunch of dope special effects.
That's porn, nigga. You don't fast forward through a movie to get to the scene you like. You fast.
I do that all the time with these movies. But I'm just saying. It's not terrible. It's not the worst thing that we could have had. It's not the first Spawn movie. It's not Green Lantern. It's not Green Lantern. It's not the first Captain America. It's not a bunch of shit. It's not a bad movie. It may not have been exactly what you wanted to, but under the circumstances, when you know that they're trying to catch up and they're trying to hurry up and get to the Justice League, then you know what they got to do, unless they're going to put out another movie in between there. But even then, niggas would still complain. So I'm just saying, I don't feel like it was bad. I still feel like it was a good movie. I feel like it earned the money that it got. There are holes in it for sure, but I know that they're trying to set a lot of shit up, so I'm giving them a pass.
So let me say something real quick. Let me tell you all the different storylines that they set up in this fucking movie, in this terrible ass script. I'm sorry, I can't really.
We're good. You ain't
like,
gotta.
I ain't gotta hold my tongue no more because like I care about these fucking characters, dog. Like. I'm a comic book head. These characters mean something to me, and they mean something to a lot of people, man. And let me just tell you the crazy shit that they did in this movie. They set up the death of Superman. They set up Injustice, which I'm patting myself on the back for that shit. I called that months ago.
Yeah. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
They set up Crisis? How the fuck did you set up Crisis in one scene? They also gave all the Justice League a piece of shit cameo. Except for Wonder Woman
and YouTube videos
and Lex.
Fucking Snapchat.
So they
wait.
Yo, they set up 5 different movies. No, or 5 different storylines and closed 5 different storylines in this fucking movie. Like that's insane. They should have never done it.
I didn't hear Raven talking shit about us.
Yeah, I see him.
I see it. I'm cracking up.
Yeah,
Raven and Teddy.
So
he said like white men at a Trump rally, they're going in.
so this is.
Hold on. What's this shit that just happened? And this how you know they fucked up.
They
previewing the extended version DVD.
They already
less than a week.
Yes, they already released one scene out of the extended scenes, which has a motherfucking mother box in it. Like, how much more stuff were you gonna put in this damn movie?
What were trying to do?
Goodness,
it was like a bukkake of DC Comics all over the face of this movie.
Yo, first,
you know how disgusting you feel for hearing that? That's how I felt halfway through the movie. That's why I didn't notice Alfred, because by the time Alfred did some cool shit, I was just mad.
Yo, I say like this. This is my thing. Either you take 30 minutes out of this movie or you put 30 minutes in. because this movie
30 minutes of the shit that we don't need. They're putting in 30 minutes to add more shit.
No.
More movie.
They're adding 30 minutes of context, which makes sense. Like there's an extended nightmare sequence, which makes sense. Like if you're gonna set up Injustice, an extended nightmare sequence is needed. There's supposed to be an extended flash scene, which I can see that being needed. And I patted myself on the back for calling that one too, about him coming back in the future.
That one I give you because that you like there weren't no hints to that.
Yeah, like
that was just a good guess on you. Good
job. But overall, man, it's a frustrating movie. I want to get to like Ray and them, like Ray, Teddy. Like I know y'all been talking in the chat about us, but let's go ahead.
Because we're giving pure nerd rage.
Yeah, like
we've never given a real nerd rage.
Yeah, I've never ever spazzed like this about a movie. But y'all two kind of tell me some of y'all feelings about the movie and the backlash and what you're hearing now. Like, does that change your opinion? Does it make it any different?
No, I just be laughing because y'all big mad.
Yo, I really am. I'm so happy that we're having this show because I've been holding this.
Like I feel like Aaron is sitting at the computer, he arguing. You get real mad, he start crying and shit.
Yo, I'm just disappointed, man. I'm just real disappointed, man. That's all.
Aaron was like that kid in the church conference. They got in an argument with somebody and just cried in the corner. Like, what's wrong with you, man? They just don't understand. They just don't understand my passion.
He be doing a.
I'm with you on that, Aaron. Like you ever had a fight with your girl and you can't like really get at what you want to and you hold that shit for a couple of days? That's how I've been for the last couple of days. Like I feel better physically talking about how much I'm angry at this movie.
When you just feel like you got some ether, but it just ain't the right time.
Like, yeah. Oh, perfect.
So this is the thing. This is what's so crazy behind it. I walked out the theater because I saw it twice. I saw it once with a screener, and then I saw it again on opening night. Because I saw it the first time, and I was like, nah, that can't be right. Like, there's got to be more to it. Like, I seriously walked out of the theater. I walked out of the theater like, nah, I don't know, man. I must be tripping. And then, I saw it again. I was like, I talked to my wife and was like, I don't think I like this movie. I've been waiting on this movie 3 years. I don't like this movie.
Just out of curiosity, how did the wife talk you off the edge?
What you mean?
I'm saying like when
because obviously you were distraught when you came home.
When you was driving 90 miles an hour back to the house because you was pissed off.
Hey,
when you was gripping the steering wheel.
Yo, honestly, it's not that far off from the truth, man. Like it happened. It started happening slowly. Like I was like, I don't think I like it, and then I started thinking about the movie more, and I was like, nah. And then Feek started texting me. Feek hit me up in the theater like, why is he killing so many people? And I was like,
I did. I was sitting next to Polo and my wife, and they're like, put away your phone. I'm like, no, I'm not putting away my phone. I need to understand this. Why is Batman killing people? Let me find that shit. I forgot I said that shit.
But it's not without its merit. I think the score. Can we all say the score was intense? It had the right intensity.
Yeah. And Zack Snyder, you said a dope thing. Zack Snyder can film, what'd you say, a baby falling out of a chair, and it'd be the dopest action scene of the year.
Yeah, yeah, dog. Slow. Hey, I'm telling you, man.
I can see it in my head, and it's hilarious.
And it'd be
Snyder's so good at action. That's the one thing I'm not like. So many wishes died with this movie. Hey, you know what? Want to know it's an ill thing? Who have we not talked about yet? Motherfucking Superman.
Right, because
what is he doing this movie?
Because it's not a Superman movie. It is a Batman movie.
Let me tell you something though. As a Batman fan, let me tell you some real shit. Superman is a pussy.
He seems like a pussy. No, but he's
not. Not a good life bringing, good googly moogly pussy, but just like he's not. You're Superman. Like you should be. There should be no need for Batman.
Good googly moogly.
in Superman's defense, I'll be the one that steps out on the ledge. When Batman, quote unquote, beat him, Superman wasn't really trying.
See, that's what you always say about Superman.
No.
When is he ever really trying? He was trying.
Nah, he was trying.
He was struggling.
Like he was trying to talk to him in the beginning. He's just listen, hold on. He's like, Bruce, baby, come on, calm down.
No, he wasn't like that. He was like, take your bitch ass home. And Bruce was like, who you calling a bitch? And then he went and put on. Then he was like, wait right here, and went and put on his suit and came back like, who's a bitch now?
So,
and I will say that was actually one of my favorite moments of the movie when Batman blocked the punch.
Yeah,
and I'm like, oh, it's going down. Like the voice. In the voice, they finally got the voice right.
Bro, hold on. Let's go back to the punch. Let's go back to the punch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fam, when he blocked the punch, I low key, like under my breath, said, "You going to jail now, nigga?" I had people rolling.
Right. I love when the shit started wearing off and Batman was like cracking Superman in the jaw on the wall. And Superman, he stopped feeling that shit and looked at him like, what the fuck you gonna do now, nigga?
Right, and Batman was like, Batman was like, well, I have 10 other things that I'm gonna do, so I'm glad you asked me that question.
And somebody made the point, and I don't know if it was movie trailer reviews or ETMF, but somebody made a good point when they said Superman versus Batman straight up, like impromptu Superman all day, but you gave Batman time to think.
Yeah, it's all over.
That is a dangerous thing. It's almost like Patino, man. When you give him more than like 3 days to plan for a game, he's gonna come out and win.
So, bro, and that time that Batman had to think, he had booby traps set all over the world, everywhere. Superman couldn't go take a piss in a urinal without having some motherfucking kryptonite pop up. Like he was on his ass.
Aaron, go ahead. My fault.
So this.
Wait. I wanted to respond to Ceewhy's point though, if I could. Or are you gonna take us to a different subject?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So here's the thing, Ceewhy. The reason why, I disagree. I don't think Superman is a P word. I know I don't think Superman is.
Are we not saying that word no more?
I mean, like if a woman is saying that it's offensive, I probably wouldn't say it.
Who said that it was offensive?
Raven.
Well, Raven, the one with the vagina.
The one that said
it. I'm sorry. My bad. No more P word. My fault.
Love you too.
I love you too. My bad, babe.
But the reason why Superman seems like a punk is because they have been fucking up Superman since the first movie. Because here's the thing. When Superman came to Gotham and told Batman to chill the fuck out, my response is, nigga, you chill the fuck out. What the fuck are you doing? Because you ain't done shit as Superman. Like, he's saving motherfuckers. He look unhappy as shit. When he was dragging the boat, I'm like, why is this nigga so sad? He's dragging the fucking boat. Like, and so when he came to fight him, it was like, man, whip his ass, Batman.
Superman was definitely being a punk.
Feek. So you just made me a little bit sadder. So I just thought about something. Remember how Clark Kent was like, the Batman and all this about the Bat Vigilante? How the fuck does no one know that Batman is in Gotham? Like, they're right next to each other. How
does Superman know that?
Like, yeah, how the fuck does Superman never grow up knowing that Batman was there, but he just now knows all of a sudden? Like, come on, man. Like, that's Batman. It's a nigga stringing. It's a dude.
Super hearing ass Nick.
Yeah, it's a dude stringing niggas up by their balls, dog. Like, it's a nigga
branding them with batarangs.
Yeah, like, how you not know that, man? Like, nigga, this script.
What?
Did you just throw your daughter? Like, what did you just do?
You know what? Just to have some great podcasting to set the scene, I watched the Spreecast, and it's the best show ever.
Oh my God,
Aaron,
I'm going to Spreecast.
He leaned back because the force of his fist on his desk is like a sonic boom. Think Street. Think Guile.
I mean,
what is after Big Man?
I mean, dog.
Oh my God.
Like,
this is the worst. It's a terrible fucking script, dog. It's terrible. Like, Zack Snyder needs.
Let him cook. Go ahead.
Zack Snyder. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Let's take over a second. I got more for you. Some other shit that don't make sense. How did Batman let this version of Lex Luthor with that plan trick him into hating Superman? How didn't he know that his checks wasn't getting to old boy? You know what I'm saying? Like Batman, that the real Batman, he sees that newspaper and he doesn't get in his feelings. He says, "Who sent this? What color ink is sold in this part of the country? I got this nigga. It's Lex Luthor. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's supposed to have all that shit down. Instead, he's in this. Batman's not supposed to get.
He's supposed to analyze the handwriting and all of that. This is very true.
The fucking Martha shit.
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Somebody had to bring it up. All right. Go ahead.
It's like what according to this Batman that murks people, this is what should have happened. Why did you say that name? It's his mother. Oh, okay, cool.
Pow, 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 pow. Clock, clock, clock. Like,
right, for this Batman. Not
boom,
no.
boom, bye.
Right. You know what I'm saying? For this Batman that's murdering people, he catches the spear.
Yo, so
like that was dumb.
So that scene would have been way more impactful if they would have said anything other than 2 lines before they started fucking fighting. They started fighting. They said 4 lines to each other the entire movie as Batman and Superman. Bruce Wayne and them.
That's on site. That's what that is.
Like
hands on site.
But for what reason? Like
but
that's not how that goes. Like, you got to build up a story and make me care that these 2 people are fighting. Like, I don't care anything about these 2 people fighting at all.
The thing that bothers me the most is that if they'd have just, is Warner Brothers, I read somewhere, I heard somewhere that Warner Brothers is low key in financial trouble. They're a sales target. Like, they're low key about to catch that LucasArts fade and be part of Disney and shit.
You think they'll bring the frog back and go back to the CW or not?
I don't know. I heard that. So somebody, Raven, can you fact check that to me real quick?
UPN?
No. They're trying to.
You said Homeboys in Space.
Like that.
That's right. Homeboys out of space. Malcolm and Eddie.
What am I Googling?
But whether or not Warner Brothers is like in financial trouble.
Yeah, this movie did it to him. This movie was like $500 million or $600 million to make.
They gonna make money off this though.
But not
they're
not. But
they're
not.
Break even.
They're gonna break even.
They're gonna maybe get a bill. Maybe they'll get a bill.
They got 400. They got 450 million so far worldwide.
So okay. So from what I'm seeing, there's been memos about layoffs in Warner Brothers. They had a rough 2015. And they said that they have a DC superhero problem in a film school rejects article. I'll be back.
Because if they'd have went the Marvel route, they'd be murdering Marvel with this. If this movie is the third or fourth movie, if we get Man of Steel, then Man of Steel 2, then Batman 1, and then Batman versus Superman, they'd have murdered Marvel with that series, even with the shitty first Superman, because like they.
I won't keep letting you slander Man of Steel like that. Yeah.
Wait. Real quick.
I can't now. Like, Man of Steel is so much better than me now. But I just want to make one last point. Because think about how much they blew their load here. They gave away The Dark Knight and Death of Superman in one movie. Think about that.
You said that with clenched teeth. I heard that nigga said that. He said that shit with clenched teeth.
Because you can't. Because I didn't know. Like, I knew I was getting The Dark Knight. And that should have been enough. The Dark Knight, Wonder Woman, cool. You know what I'm saying? They could have thrown Joker in there because Joker would have, if they'd had, I think I saw that somewhere else that maybe early versions was because Bryan Cranston was supposed to be Lex Luthor.
Okay. That's the only other point I had.
Sorry.
No. How would you know? All I'm saying is imagine that movie with my dog, with Walter White. With Walter White.
So
let me ask this real quick. I'm sorry. So to clarify, what you're talking about is the rhythm of how DC has released these films versus Marvel and the way that it was rolled out, like the promotional scale.
Not promotional, just because in this movie they tried to accomplish so much because this was their first shot at it. Whereas Marvel, they did the Hulk with no intentions, no like concrete intentions of saying, yeah, we're gonna do the Marvel universe. They had that little scene at the end and they heard the buzz and they was like, oh, okay, well let's how about Iron Man, y'all? And Iron Man was super successful partly because of that buzz. And then from that point on, they started building the universe. And so by the time we got to Avengers, it was a fucking party. You know what I'm saying? It was we did it. We did the shit, y'all. Look at this Avengers fight. Oh, the Hulk smashing shit. Fuck Loki. You know, that was what happened by the time we got to you know what I'm saying? by the time we got to Avengers, we knew everybody's backstory and everything we really needed to know to make Avengers work. And we still haven't gotten to their real big boy story, the Infinity Wars, which is really their only one I think they're gonna bring anytime soon. Whereas DC is like, we gonna give you DC gave the pussy up on the first day. That's the best way I could put it. Damn, can I say pussy right there?
Yep.
Yes, that's correct. You can go ahead.
That's correct.
Yo,
So no negative mentions of pussy at all.
But
That's
pussy
what's the
within
problem is.
context of coitus is cool.
How
Yes.
can it be negative?
Well,
But when you call somebody a pussy, when pussy is the absolute greatest thing on the planet, and now you're calling them something negative,
well, I mean,
but the
hold on, Fig. You've been dominating the conversation. I want to get.
I'm gonna be right back. I need to go drink some water.
Yeah. Ceewhy.
Take a walk in
Take
the
a walk.
rain, my nigga.
Ceewhy. Hey, yo.
he's sweating. He got the little pastor hanky, just patting his forehead.
Yeah.
Just patting his ball.
Yo, so CY, I want you to give me some more, because like I said, I don't hate the movie. I'm just disappointed in the movie. CY, I want you to give me some more good things, some positive things, because you're a little more high on the movie than I am, and I'm maybe some of those things I agree with. So, like, could you give me some more positives that you thought about the movie? Do you have any more?
Yeah. So, all right. All my positives are like future. I'm thinking ahead.
Okay.
So Lex Luthor. I didn't quite enjoy his performance.
Oh, can I interrupt you real quick? I didn't mind Lex Luthor. I'll say that. I didn't mind it.
Let me say this. I didn't enjoy young Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
He's in prison now. Things are going to change when he gets out. He's not going to be that same kind of jokey type of, you know what I'm saying? Like his whole like viewpoint is going to be like totally different. So I see this movie as a lot of setup. So as I'm watching it, I'm thinking about, okay, the things to come. I'm thinking about the mistakes that are some of the things that we see as mistakes are things we may not necessarily appreciate as much, but I know will be better done in the second movie. And that wasn't always the intention. Like, I know they didn't not pick, which I'm still pissed about, that they didn't pick my man from Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston, to be Lex Luthor, because he was the first pick. And that just didn't work for whatever reason. I don't know why. Raven, if you could Google that and see why Bryan Cranston didn't get picked as Lex Luthor.
I can tell you he was
well, what is it?
Excuse me, because he was filming 2 other movies.
Okay.
So he just didn't.
He was filming Godzilla, wasn't he?
It wasn't just Godzilla, because this movie got pushed back.
Yeah, but that was around the same time, though.
Yeah,
wasn't it or no?
It was around that time.
I read that.
And then, but he had another movie as well. So those are 2 things.
I still think, man, and that's difficult because he's a perfect character, and it's like, do you wait or do you not? They made the decision not to wait, and they went with somebody else who I feel like can pull a dope performance out of his hat that no one else is gonna see coming. We know exactly what Bryan Cranston would have done, but we have no idea where Jesse's gonna take this because we just don't. We didn't see it coming. So that part, it's a gambler's chance. It's a gambler's chance being played by professionals who do this. It's not a gambler's chance being played by niggas who's just are like on some like fantasy football shit. And they're like, oh, Jesse Eisenberg, let's give him a shot. Like, these are people who are professionally paid to do what they do, and it's a gambler's chance. And he's not a bad actor either. I like him better than the other dude that looks just like him. I can't remember his name.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah. No, nigga.
John Travolta. No.
Anyway, so I'm looking forward to the second movie. Just because I know that this is all set up. That's all that it is. I think that it didn't quite meet my expectations either, but I understand that they had a lot going on. And I think it was a good movie. I don't think it was great. I think it was right on the borderline of good. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was terrible. Batman saved the whole movie.
Ladies, CY is a dude. Y'all need to start DMing CY. Because if CY loves you, he will let you get away with fucking murder on this movie. No, CY.
He's slow rolled the fuck out.
On the low, did Feek just roll up a newspaper and hit you on the nose, bro?
Hey, that was a good one.
Feek hit you with a no.
If anybody's watching Spree Chat right now.
Yep.
Real quick.
Sends it off.
Not real quick. I don't want to cut anybody else off, but I was just thinking. So let's try to be positive. Now that I've had a moment.
Let us all say that we all have our soft spot for somebody that for some sort of superhero.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just let ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
Meteor Man for me.
Well, you know,
Meteor.
baby lords, golden lords.
Oh shit! This nigga said Meteor Man. Oh my god.
Golden
oh my
lords.
god.
Junior lords.
This nigga said Meteor. Appreciate the plug on trying to get him in my DM though. I appreciate that. That was a good alley-oop. Hold on for a second.
I was about to say. So how can they not fuck up the death of Superman returning? Because they can't. I don't think they would have ever done the Reign of Superman story arc. And I kind of don't want to see that. I didn't think that was that good when I was younger.
What, the death of Superman?
Yeah, like Cyborg and
with John Henry.
Yeah, like I don't think that was very good. So how can they do? Like what? How does Superman come back? Because he got to come back. How do they not fuck it up?
Yo, I was gonna ask y'all that same question because we know he's gonna come back.
Nigga, that's the other thing. Justice League is next after Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's already filming Justice League. You ain't even gonna wait a movie in between. You gotta bring him back in the next movie. Like, what the fuck were people thinking, dog? I'm trying to be positive, but I just thought about that. Like, nigga, you died 5 minutes later. You're gonna have to be alive again for Justice League. There's no, like, when Marvel kills somebody off in this next movie, it's going to be for a couple movies at least. You know what I'm saying?
I have no expectation to see Quicksilver in Civil War.
You said what?
I have no expectation to see Quicksilver in Civil War.
Yeah, like he's not going to be there.
Well, you see what they did. That part blew me at the very end. The black coffin, the black coffin with the bro. That part right there, I will say, we can get together and rage about that all day long. I'm not feeling that at all.
What was wrong with that one? I didn't catch. Maybe I missed it. By then I might have tuned out.
Again, I gave the movie a pass because I know that they're doing setup, so you had to cram a lot of things into one space. I get it. You move from a house to a one-bedroom apartment. You got to make it work. You got what you got. You're trying to catch up, whatever. But now I feel like the second movie might possibly be busy too. And that right there is going to kill me.
Yeah. Did something happen there?
Let's
you telling me you wouldn't risk it all for a dog feed? Come on, bro.
Aaron, I'm sorry. Man. I cut you
off. I was gonna go to Raven because Ray got some things she wanted to discuss about this article pulling up. So Ray, could you go into it for me?
Pull it back up.
Yeah, I said I got you next. You got to be ready. What out of you, man?
See, I took my headphones off to fix my hair.
You ain't on camera.
You doing that hot oil treatment?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that. I know about the natural stuff.
Got one ponytail looking all crazy crooked on one side and the other side all flat. Dear black women, I love you.
Yo, shout out to the black businesses. Y'all shout out on Houston. We have a problem as well.
Plug.
I looked into that for the wife, man. Shout out to y'all.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so pretty much what the article is saying. Pretty much what the article is saying is that Marvel is kicking Warner Brothers' ass, and their big blockbuster movies have been okay, but a lot of the money right nowadays is in superhero movies. Mm-hmm. And when Marvel did it better, and so people went to go see like The Dark Knight and all of that stuff like that. But that's not bringing in the money the way that, people went to go see Marvel movies. Like, I would have never went to go see Thor if I didn't think that it was going to be part of the Avengers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's
very good point.
And it's not bringing people in for residual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what it all comes down to.
They've murdered Cyborg and Aquaman. It's a wrap.
You know what, though?
They might as well cancel them shit.
No. Well, this is the thing. Aquaman still has a chance. Because it's James Wan. I actually like James Wan. And Cyborg is going to wind up turning into Teen Titans. Because they took Titans off the air. Remember, it's supposed to be on TNT. So now they're not doing Titans. So what I'm thinking is it's going to be Teen Titans. And they're going to do
that I will be excited about. A Teen Titan movie would be ill. And if they did the old Teen Titans, not this new bullshit.
Yeah.
if they did Teen Titans and Teen Titan turns out bad like this movie did, I would be doing the Aaron table slap.
Please don't say that. But
yeah,
but
I'm gonna be very upset if they mess
hold on,
up Teen
it's
Titan because it's already been messed up with this new cartoon.
But it's not so much that the movies will be bad, because like Suicide Squad, I still feel like will be pretty good. It's that Suicide Squad will probably make as much money as it would have made regardless, maybe a little bit less than if this would have been more popular. But now people are soured on the movies, and those are characters that were vulnerable as shit beforehand. You see what I'm saying?
Well, we're soured on the movies.
Yeah,
The thing about us is we're gonna keep paying and going.
Yeah,
and they know that.
But we were gonna come anyway. I'm seeing Cyborg anyway. The real money, the reason why Avengers, or better yet, Thor, right? So we were gonna see Thor regardless. Raven only saw Thor because Thor was part of the Avengers, and the Avengers Assemble is dope. Whatever. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Raven is probably not going to see Aquaman and Cyborg, who are probably in the same tier. Cyborg maybe even lower. Well, maybe he's higher now.
Yeah, he's higher now because he's a main Justice Leaguer now.
Yeah.
Right. But you see what I'm saying? Like, so those movies needed that. They're G-Dep and fucking Black
Get
Rob.
smacked silly.
They're what was the fifth? Who was in G Unit? Who was in G Unit?
Yeah, yo.
They're Tony Yayo. You know what I'm saying? They're Mia X.
Mia X. Mia X was
don't
cold.
sleep on
Mia.
Mia
Yeah,
X.
don't talk about
Mia X
Mia
is one
X.
of the main ones.
I can't think of all the other niggas at No Limit, but you get my point. They needed
Cain and
the
Abel.
label.
Got you.
Are you calling him skullduggery?
They needed the label to rep hard for them to get them some pub.
No doubt.
And yeah, without that, I don't know what they're gonna do. They need to just, you know what, to be smart, if they just brought, you know what would really get me, if they brought in Stephen Amell to play Green Arrow.
It'll never happen.
That will get me back.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the thing. I don't want Stephen Amell to come back and be in those movies in the movie universe. You know why? Because it's actually good on TV. Stay the fuck away. Stay the fuck away. Leave it. Y'all's Barry Allen, Flash. Y'all stay over there. Let these movies do what the fuck they doing. Because I don't know what's going on.
Why's Flash not blonde again?
Yeah, I was disappointed when they showed Flash and it wasn't Barry. I was not the Barry I'm used to seeing. It's not the Barry I'm used. That wasn't him, was it?
No, that's not him.
That's Barry. No,
they've never actually.
No, they're doing Barry Allen, but that's not the one that's on the TV show. I thought he was gonna be in there.
Like, cause shout out, I was actually a fan of Smallville back in the day,
mm-hmm.
and I thought dude could have made the transition from Smallville to the big screen, but they passed on him. So as far as I know, they've never actually done that, but maybe they have. I didn't know about.
But no, they're. This is the thing. This is another problem. They're actually keeping the movie and the TV universes apart, which I think is a failure. They got a they got an
like, why do them at the same time if you're not gonna?
They got an amazing TV universe.
What if, especially as a way to wipe their ass,
they do it
like to clean all this shit up? What if they crisis the two universes together?
Well, it's already a possibility because they set it up in the first season of Flash. So it could happen. I don't know if I trust them to do it. Like, I really just don't know.
Can we get Marvel to just take over DC's movies?
I knew you was gonna say that dumb shit. So this is the thing. That's
actually not the worst idea.
I want to
really
go. I want to go around the room. I want to give one more thing either we liked or we dislike, because we've been rolling for an hour and 20 minutes. And then we'll just go speculation and we'll go from there. I'll start it off. One thing I did not like, and I know I've been super negative. Again, the action in this movie was, you got to go see it in IMAX. Like, I got a screener and I got a screener for IMAX. Holy fuck. Excuse my language. That in IMAX, that looks totally different, dog. So y'all got to see that fight scene in IMAX.
I saw it in 3D, and it was a waste of money.
Yeah, no, 3D.
Yeah,
no.
I'm done with 3D for a while.
Yeah,
I'm done with 3D for a long time.
It's trash.
Yeah,
thanks, Avatar.
Yeah, the 3D.
I went and saw Transformers in 3D the last movie I saw, and it was terrible.
Yeah, but that's not what's bothering me. What's bothering me is the fact that they brought in Darkseid. Raven pulled up Darkseid. If you could kind of just explain, do you have it pulled up at all?
Yeah.
Just explain how powerful Darkseid is. Darkseid is a new god. And while Raven's kind of going into it, Darkseid is basically the most powerful character in the DC universe, other than like the Anti-Monitor, a couple other crazy super powerful characters. Darkseid is it. He's their Thanos. And to have him in this movie and have mother boxes in this fucking movie serve no purpose. Because the average moviegoer had no idea what what the bell has been rung. Raven, go ahead and tell about Darkseid a little bit for me, though.
I'm reading a wiki, a DC wiki that they have. I put it in the chat on Skype if y'all want to read it. But they pretty much said that his eyes emitted formidable Omega-sanctioned ray beams that could disintegrate, teleport, or resurrect depending on the Dead Lords, which goddamn.
Right. Yeah, that's a hell of a stare, ain't it?
That's just one move. One thing.
They said he has unparalleled strength. Let's see. He said that his sole mission in life was to find and gain control over the anti-life equation, which would give him the power to usurp all free will in the sentient universe. This nigga needs to chill.
It's Donald Trump.
The wall just got 10 feet higher.
They Beyonce villains.
Yeah,
they're saying.
So basically, back in the day,
Jack trying to get everybody information.
So back in the day, I'm pretty sure Jack Kirby made the New Gods. New Gods were originally supposed to be on Marvel. Marvel had some issues and contract issues with Kirby. Kirby took him to DC because the New Gods were originally supposed to be Thor's. They were supposed to be Thor's cabinet, like Thor's people. They were going to kill off a bunch of Asgard and bring in the New Gods. So they're essentially like copycats of that. No reason for them to be in this movie. None. The mother box as well. No reason. Me talking to you right now, you have no idea that Darkseid was even in the movie or that he was mentioned.
When was he mentioned?
Exactly. Ding ding.
The bell has been rung.
The bell has been rung.
Symbol in the desert.
Demons don't come from above. They come from below. They come from above.
The upside down picture thing that he was talking about.
That wasn't just about Superman.
Yeah.
That was about.
That went right over the head.
This deleted scene shows what's that guy's name?
Jesse.
Yeah, it shows Eisenberg, but he's being controlled by another new guy.
Yeah, one of the other new gods,
which is like an alien looking.
Like
and Cyborg was fixed with like that box at the end of that file that went into Cyborg. That's a mother box. Like that's something that should be introduced 2 movies from now because it basically
a mother box.
So a mother box.
It's a MacGuffin.
Yeah.
It basically, John, it does whatever the hell they want in the moment.
Yeah, it's like an Infinity Stone. It's like an Infinity Stone. Yeah. None of that.
It's like what's
Infinity Stone? Did you see the deleted scenes? Allegedly, how did you see the deleted scenes?
Oh, they released them. They put them out there today or yesterday because they were like, yo, we're getting murdered out there in these streets. We need niggas to come back and see the movie again next week. Because here's my thing. They're not going to make the money they need to if niggas don't go back and see it next Friday. Because Superman 1, Man of Steel had a huge drop-off. This one's probably going to have an even bigger drop-off. Because I think a lot of people went to see it just to see how bad it was once they started catching those reviews. And then...
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So I feel like let me do my thing actually real quick so we can get all the negative out the way. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that's good. Positive? I got none but positive after this. Go ahead.
So let me just explain why this movie upset me so much in general. It's because they really did not fucking care. And for the longest as a comic book fan, when we were little kids, we dreamed about comic book movies. And when we became adults, we became young adults, we got a couple and we were like, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? We got the Punisher, we got X-Men, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't until we got Blade that it was like, yo, okay, they really they fuck with us now. You know what I'm saying? And so we go into this Renaissance era that, to me, now we got to see what happens after this. Like, maybe there's no change, but like this could be the fucking Puff Daddy of superhero movies, and like shit ain't the same no more. Like, everybody got shiny suits on from here on out in these shits. But I say all that to say that these niggas did not care. They just wanted to get this. They wanted to get this Marvel money. They didn't put in the time, effort, and patience, and most importantly, love into making this movie.
That's because they don't love their characters, Feek. They don't love their characters.
And that's why I take this shit personally, because it's like, yo, you could have did better, but you didn't fucking care. And you made all these decisions. Like, every possible decision they could have made wrong, they made wrong. And it ruins the DC. It's ruined. The DC universe, to me, is ruined. Suicide Squad might be the only thing that works. I don't see how they can truly fix the DC universe to be what
about
it
Batman?
Been. Batman is ruined because he kills people. I don't see how they're going to be able to create this. Like, the Batman movies will still be entertaining, just like this is entertaining, but we're not going to get the DC, like even the DC animated movies right now, they're fucking amazing. Young Justice, amazing, because they put in the proper effort of revering the story elements and the character and the subject matter. The Batmans we're gonna get are basically gonna be Jason Bourne movies with a dude in the Batman costume. That's what we have right now. We have Jason Batman.
Is that a bad thing?
It is. No, it's gonna be entertaining as fuck. But it is if you wanted to see the Court of Owls, Ceewhy, you know what I'm saying? You might get the Court of Owls, but it's gonna be that bad head again.
Why is it gonna be that, and it can't be what was the Affleck movie, Gone Baby? No, by Gone Girl. Why can't it be that?
Oh wow, yeah.
Which was great. Why can't it be that?
Gone Girl is a great movie. I give you that. But I didn't want to go see Gone Girl to also catch what happens when Professor X becomes Onslaught. If Professor X would have popped up in the middle of Gone Girl, I'd have been like, yo, wait, what the fuck happened to the girl in the other side? Why is she driving cross country? I don't need to see Professor X turn into Onslaught right now.
What is this Onslaught? What? I'm sorry. No.
He's
the black hole.
No, he's being abstract to make a point, but his point really isn't that valid.
No, my point is that I didn't go see Gone Girl to catch Marvel superhero fodder. I'm not trying to go see Batman to see Jason Bourne. There's a Jason Bourne movie coming out.
But I will go see Court of Owls. I will go see Court of Owls if it's as intricate as Gone Girl. And I will go see Batman if he's investigating the way that he was in Jason Bourne or Bourne Out. So I mean, like, I don't see what you're.
So it could happen. It can happen.
It's a 50-50 shot. It's a 50-50 shot. Yeah, I will agree with you that there have been some major missteps. I don't think that it has been so misstep that they can't correct it. It's gonna be tough. But I think
in the chat. God damn it.
Court of Owls. No, you did not. I've been letting you slide this whole time because I knew the show was gonna be long. You said something else earlier. I had to mute my mic. I was cracking up.
Yeah,
it's so amped right now. Like, this is ridiculous.
You do know how much it took to stop from correcting you, right? just throwing that out there. But yeah, no, like, I mean, I think basically all of our points on the movie are pretty much the same. Some people are a little bit more hyped up than others, but I feel like generally we're saying that they missed the mark, but it could have been better, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. We were expecting more, but we're going to go see the second one when it comes out, and we're going to be hyped. And if they do it well, then, then they can start to, get some forgiveness for this first one for some of the things that they messed up. But, I think overall it was good. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. It could have been way worse. No, I'm not even going to say it could have been way worse. It was good. It was good. I don't think it was terrible. And I'm definitely looking forward to the second one. Because this first one I probably won't be going back to the theater to see, because I pretty much memorized most of the shit because I was like intrigued, like, okay, well, what is going on? Like, where are they gonna go with this? Because you're right, there were a lot of like real quick cut scenes and like some of the shit they just kind of rushed through, and I'm still kind of shook on that dream sequence with the bugs flying in. Like, I don't even know where the bugs came from. But see, that's another thing. That's parademons from Darkseid. Like,
Okay,
none
so
of that
that's
shit
more
was.
Darkseid
Yeah,
shit.
none of that shit was explained. Oh.
No, it wasn't.
How are they gonna do Darkseid and Injustice? Like, is Injustice next? You see what I'm saying? Do they do Injustice after
Let's be positive. Let's be positive.
Doesn't that sound stupid though?
I wanna go to Raven. Ray, what are you expecting next from this movie?
I'm expecting that they set up more stuff. One thing that I will say that I like about this, especially now hearing y'all talk about it, is that it's pushing me closer and closer and closer to actually purchasing a comic book.
Jesus, yes. Please, somebody go buy a comic book.
It took a track.
Hey, Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder, go buy a comic book.
Backing off of it is because I know how I get when I find something new. I'm obsessive, and it splinters off too much, and I have way too much shit going on to be having my head into my Kindle more than I already do.
Well, it's so worth it though.
Yeah,
it's so worth it.
I can't do it. I can't.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
Really
it's so worth it.
Here we go. Join us.
Join us. Yes.
I know that because even like listening to this one and then like listening to the Black Guy Who Tips, when I hear him talk about it, I'm just like, I just pulled up on Amazon the Batman Court of Owls, and I'm like, don't fucking buy
it's so good. If you're let me tell you this. If you're gonna buy anything Batman right now, if you just want to get a little fix and get out, you could do that with Court of Owls. You can get a fix and get out and be done with it.
Yeah, because
it's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's standalone. So yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, so it's 3 books. They're not that long. It's really good. It's a dope storyline. You could get in, get out, and not be wrangled into the next. You know what I mean? Come on, do it. No, I wouldn't. I know because it took me a while to get back into comic books too. But the dope thing about comic books is they're not going nowhere. Like as soon as you get ready, you can binge on it just like Netflix and watch and read all you want and be straight. But if you just want to fix, Court of Owls is a really good place to start because it'll get you just enough.
Yeah, it actually will.
No bullshit.
What about you, Teddy? What do you see coming next for the DC universe?
Oh man, I mean, being here tonight is such an honor, and it's also confirmed that you guys are such big nerds, and I admire you for that. And but no, all jokes aside, man, like I'm interested to see how this plays out because from a business perspective, I think I'm more interested in the backstories with the comic books because you have Pepsi versus Coke. In essence, like everybody knows Coke is better. Shout out to Marvel, but you know Pepsi is doing some good things here and there too. So, I'm not as tough on it, and my hesitation, if I'm being honest, in reading comic books and getting this back information is that you guys are miserable. Like when it comes to this, like you know,
in general.
No, I'm saying like when you see the adaptations of some source material that you love and it's not done properly, it's a very frustrating thing. It seems from the outside looking in. So like, I want to keep the experience as enjoyable as possible. So while Raven is gonna go buy the comic books, I'm not. Like I'm
not.
Way to be dedicated, Teddy.
He said, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not even mad.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to lie to y'all, but like so and to wrap up the movie, I think the movie had so many boxes to check. And just because someone else in the movie world is killing it doesn't mean that one, it's easy to do for any franchise that you're trying to do, especially with something as beloved and as much history as Batman and Superman have. Like other than Spider-Man, those are arguably the 2 biggest superheroes we've ever had in the world. So like it was a big undertaking in the beginning. So like, yeah, I'm grading on a curve, but I enjoyed it. Like I got my nephew out of school early. We went to see it. Like it was a great time for me. And so, yeah, I hear everything that y'all are saying, and it hasn't changed anything that I feel. But you know, like I respect it. Like we're just from 2 different clans, and My clan beats
Aren't
yours
nerds?
up.
This is 8-year-old logic.
So I was gonna go into speculation, but we running a little long.
Yeah, we are. We didn't even get to the other thing.
Yeah, we really didn't. We have to do that.
I mean, that kind of deserves its separate own.
Yeah, it does. And Feek hasn't seen all of them either, so that gives
So
some
now
time.
you got time.
Yeah. So we'll give it a ranking. 1 through 5 is our ranking scale as of right now. So I'll go with
Can we do half points?
Yeah, we can do half points. And I'll be actually tallying it. So let me get Raven. Can you just hit that for me real quick? That's awesome. I'm gonna give it a.
It's so awesome having Raven on the show.
Yeah, it is. Teddy, you okay too? I'm gonna give it a.
All the shade I threw, I get it.
Yeah, you deserve that. There's this. I'm gonna give it a 2.5. I'm not. Wow. Yeah, I'm not very happy with it, man. Like the action scenes have saved that movie, because if it hadn't had those action scenes, I probably would have gave it a 1. You know, the action scenes are that good that it raised it that much.
Which is part of the reason why we went there, so you can't really separate it. We didn't go there for the dialogue.
I went there for a good movie.
I mean, well, yeah, we went there for a good movie, but part of it being a good movie is a superhero movie, and there's no super in superhero without somebody getting punched in the fucking face. So, I mean, that's like part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but it wasn't enough.
That's like saying the sex scenes in the porno were good, but you know, like, what else are you there for?
For a good story? No, that's not right at all. Actually, like I
want everybody listening to the show to take note of how the usually logical and effective, cogent Ceewhy is really bad today at maintaining these points because he's in love.
How's not bad today at maintaining the points without the violence? There's no need for any of these interactions, and if they weren't super and there wasn't a fight, then they're just a bunch of smart. Basically, without the action, these are just a bunch of niggas on their computers beefing.
I'm just saying, when you compare it to a porno, you've done yourself a disservice.
Action for action. What are you talking about? What else do you go to a Superman movie? I mean, of course, the storyline, but the action is really what's cracking the same for the porno. Yeah, you're looking at it, but it's that ass. I mean, that's what you're there for.
I'm not there always for the action, dog. Like I'm not trying to be that.
But I'm just saying, like, you can't separate it from it's part of the whole package. That's the only point I'm making.
I'll give you that.
Okay, yeah.
That's the only point I'm making, is that it's part of the package. There is no Superman without him punching somebody. Without muscles and super strength and fighting, there's no Superman. It's just man in the movie.
That training scene was a beast, yeah.
Right. That shit was the dumbest shit.
Yo, you telling me you can't get in shape in a day, bro? What are you saying?
So you gave it a 2.5 and would have gave it a 1 without Batman is basically what you're saying.
I guess
because Batman was the action.
Yeah, Batman was the action. You know what? Thinking about
didn't fight nobody the whole movie, did he?
Thinking about that, just thinking about how good Ben Affleck's Batman was, I'll give it a 3. I'll raise it back up to a 3 because I forgot how good he was. Like as far as him killing motherfuckers, that's wrong. But he can't control the script. He can't control that.
He was awesome.
Him as Batman, he was the most Batman as Batman I've seen ever.
And the most Bruce Wayne as Bruce
Wayne. Yeah, absolutely.
He's perfect.
Yeah, he was both.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I wish that Zack Snyder, like I would give up. This may be hyperbolic. I would give up the Dark Knight trilogy. If I can get Zack Snyder to do that, because the Dark Knight trilogy was dope.
Yes, I would. But I would. I would take that.
I would love to see what Zack Snyder had done with Batman, because it's
same cast.
Same cast. Yeah, I could deal with.
Wait.
You can't really wish Heath Ledger away.
Because you're saying because he got Batman right. I got you. Okay.
Because he had the tone right. And the action was just better at action. Like the action in the Batman movies is ass.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, we're kind of getting off track. Let's start giving ratings. Teddy, what do you rate?
Give it a 3.
I will give it a 3. I will give it a 3.
Okay. All right, Raven, he gives it a 3.
Thank you.
I would go with actually a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Like I think I think that.
Did y'all hear me almost curse at this nigga?
4.5 out of 5. and I stand by that because once again, ignorance is bliss, gentlemen. And
it is. Yeah.
What like anything that you guys are saying is wrong with the movie, I don't know. So like for me,
I wish I could be you. I wish I could be you, bro.
Yeah. Like I hear you, but you know, like I mean, it was cool. You know, date a cheerleader. No, so like my nephew and I went in and we had a great time. And that, and mind you, I also want to equate this to the golden age in hip hop, like, you know, 90s hip hop, when we were, you know, like that's the movie that we refer to as our favorite because we have this nostalgic memory to it. So, like for me, that's my nephew and I. So, like, yeah, I'll admit there's some sentimental stuff, but that being said, Stand Alone, if this came on HBO, my wife and I would be all in it. Like, yeah, like this is dope, man. Shout out to Ben Affleck. How no one's realized that he's Batman when he's got a butt chin and the mole though?
Because they don't
same way for Christian Bale. For Christian Bale, he had a mole right on his mouth, and he talked in his mouth is weird, funny shaped, and all of that.
Well, that's because this Batman. That's yo. That's because this Batman kills everybody. It don't matter. He gonna kill him. He ain't no
fucking way. He's gonna kill him. You don't get close enough to see his mole. You see his mole, and you
branding them like cows.
This is the mole of death.
I can deal with the branding cows.
The branding.
Yeah, I can deal with the branding.
With that.
Yeah,
all they needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, really though.
I guess
they needed.
I was gonna go to Raven next. Ray.
Okay, go ahead.
I gave it a 3.5 just because, like Teddy said, it's a lot of stuff that y'all was talking about that I was like, I don't even know what y'all talk about. Like, so it was a cool movie overall. I personally like seeing people die. I don't care who kills them in a movie. Batman, Superman, somebody dies, I'm usually down. I'll say the only things that I kind of really didn't like about it is that it was super long. So for me, I'm like, okay, so half this shit clearly is leaning towards something that's coming on that I don't know what's going on. So I guess the setup part of it, since I don't know what the hell they setting up, I'm like, okay, so then why are we talking about this? If that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That's it.
I'm sorry. The chat just got real. The chat just got real violent, real quick. Y'all don't get to see. Y'all don't get to.
I don't know. Me and Aaron are always ready. We stay ready.
I asked Teddy what his address was so I can mail him these hands.
And then I came in like, cause we coming for you, nigga.
Feek, we know it's not a 0 because
it's not a 0. No, I'm gonna be fair. I'm about to be real fair. You're gonna be surprised. I give it a 2.
That's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, the action scenes are too good. Batman is too good. I had too much appreciation, even though I thought it was lame for the other characters to be Snapchatted in. The just seeing the Flash and Cyborg and shit for a second was too exciting. Let's give props to Zack Snyder being able to once again show us the beginning of Batman's origin. And me not roll my eyes at it, even when he did the Bat Jesus moment, when the bats like made him fly in the air.
This got to be.
I won't front that thing. That right there fucked me up.
That was rough.
Yeah.
Bat Jesus.
I was confused. Dumbest part of the movie. Very beginning, he's running to the building. There's a giant machine destroying the world outside the building. He calls his boy. He's like, "Yo, get out the building." He's like, "What? Like, what the why didn't he know there was a giant robot destroying the world where he could see the nigga?" And you cut back to this motherfucker. He's in the same fucking spot.
He was focusing on the TPS reports. Come on, bro.
That's right.
I'm sorry. So this movie was like watching the Iggy Azalea concert and she keeps performing Public Enemy.
That's a fucked up.
And so like, and that's what it felt to like me emotionally. As a movie, it is bad.
Yeah.
Point blank. Period. It could have been The Watchmen, which if you think about it, there's a whole lot of parallels between this and The Watchmen.
Watchmen is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I was about to say, you think The Watchmen was good?
I think
you're a comic book head that read Watchmen, dog. A lot of people don't think Watchmen's good.
If you didn't read Watchmen, it made absolutely no fucking sense. I had to sit there and look at a flaccid blue penis for like 2 hours.
I'm with you. The Watchmen probably should never have been a movie for audience.
Yeah,
it should have been something they held. If they would have known that Netflix was gonna be Netflix.
Right.
Oh my God, a Watchmen Lex. Oh, that'd be so good.
Nigga.
But and so which is why I'm so disappointed, because if Zack Snyder made Watchmen so true to form, how did he have Batman murder 20-something people?
Because he hates DC characters, dog. Like I'm convinced at this point he hates them. So you know,
so, I think so too. So yeah, it gets a 2 out of 5 based solely off of Ben Affleck's Batman, minus him being a murderer. Amazing action scenes. Wonder Woman proving me wrong to an extent. She still looked a little.
Little what?
Hello.
Hey, feet.
Little too smooth. Hello. You hear the last one?
You were breaking up. You're breaking up. What'd you say?
I said Wonder Woman was a little too smooth. That's another thing I kind of didn't like. Wonder Woman's not like a diva.
You don't.
Heiress.
I mean, she's a god.
Wonder Woman's awkward.
She's
awkward in America.
That's a nitpick though, because Gal Gadot did real good. She did real good.
She had been here for a minute.
Yeah,
already.
she did real good.
That's what I'm thinking. So, and for ruining the universe on their first step, I hope they fix it.
I hope
Marvel buys DC.
Yeah. Oh, stop it.
2 out of 5.
All right, y'all. This has been our up and down review.
Oh, we gotta get Ceewhy.
Wait, Ceewhy already gave his though, didn't he? Didn't you give yours already?
Not for the show on a scale.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Just my own.
Oh, what?
Nah, yeah, I give it a 3. I give it a 3.5. Really. That half is just because I have a huge Batman tattoo on my arm, so I just kind of have to give it that half. But yeah, I give it a 3.5. A lot of the same things you saw, I saw, but there were still. I feel like there were more good qualities than bad qualities for the movie, and I'm still looking forward to the next one. So
we come up with 3.2 stars thanks to Stat Checker Raven for giving us that. That's 3.2 stars.
I see you, Ray.
For Batman versus Superman. Don't listen to us. If you haven't seen it, go see it for yourself, man. It is worth at least looking at and seeing.
Yeah, absolutely.
In the theater, at least one time.
But please eat beforehand because it
is very. Oh, and don't take your kids. Not because it's super violent. It is super violent, but it's long as shit, and your kids will not.
And it moves really slow in the beginning, and they're not going.
Yeah.
While also somehow moving incredibly
fast. Yeah.
Right. And also, man, for the record, screw the critics, man. Like I get what you're saying, but this is going to a larger point of I don't listen to what critics say because at the end of the day, you're just a person that's watching the movie like me. Go away. Sorry. Go ahead.
Well,
go see it on your own.
We just gave him starred ratings, so we're kind of critics. So
yeah, we did just do a
grow up
critic podcast.
I mean, fuck the whole thing we just did for an hour and 40 minutes. Fuck that.
You're welcome.
Fuck the room, nigga.
You said you're welcome. Teddy, all of a sudden, Teddy just turns into an asshole out of nowhere all this time.
It ain't out of nowhere. Anyway, this has been another episode of the Rune Podcast. We'll be back. For some of y'all, you'll hear us tomorrow live. For others that don't listen to BAP, why the fuck aren't you listening to BAP? Listen to that. But yeah, we'll be back soon, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.